Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. Today we are going to learn how to add chords in the left hand to the Wild Horses. So let's come over and take a look at the rhythm of the Wild Horses so we know when to play the chords. Here we've got the rhythm of the first phrase of the Wild Horses. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. Can you point with me and sing the rhythm words together? We're going to start with the ta. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, 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 ta, ta. Good. Now, when we play chords, we're not going to play a chord on every note. We're only going to play a chord on the strong beats. In music, we have strong beats and weak beats. And what we're going to do in the Wild Horses is play a chord every time there's a strong beat. So let's look at this rhythm again and see if we can figure out where the strong beats are. Okay, let's take these first two beats. We have this is the. Which is stronger, this or is the? What has a stronger sound? If you said this, you're correct. In music, to show a strong beat, we use a line called a bar line. A bar line tells us that the next beat will be a strong beat. Now, let's keep going. This is the dance of the. What was stronger, dance or of the? If you said dance, you're correct. So I'm going to put another bar line immediately in front of that beat. Now, let's keep going. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. There are two more strong beats. Where are they? If you said here for wild and running horses. If you said this is a strong beat, you're also correct. Now, let's say the whole thing, and when you have a strong beat, we're going to clap. Clap your hands and sing the words. We're going to clap whenever there's a strong beat, like this. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. Let's try it one more time. Ready? Clap with me and sing. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. So when we add the chords, you're going to play a chord every time there's a strong beat. The rhythm we're going to use for that chord is a half note. It's going to last 2 beats. So the chord will go two, two. So let's look at this rhythm one more time with the half notes added in for the left hand. So on this top row, you'll see all the notes that the right hand is going to play, and on the bottom row, you'll see the rhythm that the left hand will play. So we'll play a chord right here on this is the, and then we'll play a chord on dance of the, and then wild and running horses. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. Here we have the sheet music to the Wild Horses, which you can download from our website. Let's add bar lines so we'll know when to play chords. First, let's circle the words where we have a strong beat. We have a strong beat on the word this, then on the word dance, then on the word wild, and the first syllable of horses. That's where we're going to play chords. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. Now I'm going to add bar lines. I'm not going to add a bar line here because it's traditional for the first strong beat to not put a bar line. But then any bar line after that will be appropriate before the strong beats. So we'll put one here before the note for wild, and we'll put a bar line here for going right before horses. Now we have our bar lines, and that will remind you where to play the chords. At home, see if you can add bar lines for the rest of the song too. Okay, let's come to the piano and try adding the chords. On my 88 key piano, I'm going to come to the second lowest D on the piano. If you're on a 61 key piano, you'll come to the very lowest D. Let's cover up the D minor pentascale with our left hand, and we're going to play a two-note chord for this song, just D and A. These two notes with fingers 1 and 5, like this. Now, the rhythm we're using for the chords, you'll recall, is a half note. So we're going to go 2, 2, 2. Can you try that with me on your own piano? Let's try 4 chords with a half note rhythm. Ready, go. 2, 2, 2, 2. Good job. Now, this time, let's sing the wild horses while we play the chords. Try to sing along with me as we play. Ready, go. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. Stop. Now, when we get to stamp on the ground now, we're not going to play chords. I'd like you to play the melody in both hands. So now our left hand will go, stamp on the ground now, tramp on the ground now, and then we'll go back to playing chords on the 4th phrase. Go. This is the dance of the wild and running horses. Now go ahead and push pause and practice that once on your own, playing chords in the left hand while you sing the melody. After you've tried that once, press play again to go on. Now we're going to try adding the melody in the right hand while we play chords in the left hand. Watch how I do that once. My right hand will be here near middle C, near the middle of the piano, and I'm going to skip this D here and go down to this low D here. I'll play a chord on every strong beat, like this. Now both hands play the melody. Here's a practice tip for working on adding chords to the wild horses. I would recommend just starting with a little chunk of the song. Maybe just play, "This is the dance," and stop there. And do that 5, maybe even 10 times until you feel totally confident. Then add a few more notes, then a few more. And pretty soon you'll be playing the whole song with chords. Once you've really mastered it and feel confident, make a video of yourself, upload it to YouTube, and share it with me on my Facebook page. I'd love to watch how you're playing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.